Yo. Bish bash bosh. Right, time for more open lobbies. Let me just pop that there. Lovely job, eh? Sound as a pound. Lovely. Let me just pop up open Steam. Yo, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Hope you had a good day. Lovely jubbly indeed. Lovely jubbly indeedios. Who wins tomorrow? Seeing as Lando bottled pole, I'm not really too sure anymore. I was thinking Lando all the time in this week building up, but now I'm not too sure. Like, Lando's gonna have to pull it out tomorrow to get back into it. What do you guys think? What do you think? Yo, everyone, welcome in. How you doing, Bard? How you doing, Harry? Brooke? Doing good, thank you. Hope you're doing good as well. Vakini, if I say your name correctly. Oscar. Slightly confusing day. How come, man? How come? Yeah, I'm doing good, thank you. Doing good. How you doing, Stone? Right, we're gonna load up the F1 game. Right, let's get into it. Let me just pop that there. Pop that there. Third Verstappen. Is it meant to rain tomorrow still? Or not? Or is that being cancelled? Because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch any of the practice sessions. I just saw earlier in the week it was due to rain. And I looked at qualifying. Well, I started watching qualifying and I went, oh, it's dry. That's boring. I was well hyped for a bit of rain. Stroll is cooked. Can't lie. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. Anyway. Maybe that was unnecessary. Oh, no. How you doing, Kenny? Makes the proper championship fight proper feisty. Yeah. Yeah. For the championship fight, it would be better if Lando wins. Can't lie. Can't lie about that. Man, I was so, like, baffled by the whole, like, Stroll thing. Like, well, look. People give Stroll a lot of, like, slack. And mostly probably deservedly so. Like, back in, like, 2017, though, he was a good rookie. Like, he was a decent rookie. He was, like, P2 in Monza. P4, actually, then P2 after penalties. In the rain. Took a podium in Baku. Yes, it was a crazy race, but still a podium in Baku. But, man, crazy what's happening with him at the moment. Crazy what's happening. Yo, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Ah, I see. Had a dream that Alonso would get pole. That would be cooking. How long are you playing for? Probably about 2 hours. 2 hours, roughly. Pole in Turkey. Yeah, exactly. When will Djokovic? Look, I think it comes down to Stroll wanting to stop rather than getting replaced. Hope you're doing well. Not on your phone at work. Well, I appreciate you tuning in, even at work. But doing good, thank you. Hope you're doing good as well. Might as well chuck Crawford in. Nah, come on. Like, I think it's one of those situations, like I say, that it is just dependent on the Stroll family and if they want Lance in or not. If they want Lance in and believe he can go, then they'll put him in, you know? Like, I don't think it's any more complex than that. Well, it's a very unique situation for, like, a team, right? That's very unique, that a team can have such control, is maybe one word, over one of their drivers, that, because it's literally his son, he can just go, okay, you're in or you're out, you know? Make a job a Hadra? Man, unreal. Unreal. Can you join the lobby? Of course you can, buddy. Yeah, but Unreal from Hajar. Unreal. Who do you think will be esports champ this year? At the moment, it's between 3 people. I'm not too sure who of those people it would be. I think it's between, and this is in no particular order, by the way. At the moment, I think it's between Freddie, Yano, and Otis. Yeah, Red Bull also seems so strong mentally. Not saying that Alpine and Otis aren't, but of course, Red Bull have so much experience. Like, and it seems like they're backed so heavily within the team as well, from funding, from everything, that honestly, to beat Red Bull, you have to do like over the season maximum 3 mistakes. Like, I'm not speaking about a lockup or here, but like in terms of like Q3 and a critical moment in the race, you can do maximum 3 mistakes in the season if you want to beat Red Bull, Freddie and Yano, you know? That's just how good they are. That's just how good they operate at, you know? Fastest driver at the moment? I would say Freddie is the fastest in PSG at the moment. Him, Otis, and Yano. Need to give him some FP on. Yeah, but why would you? If you're not going to give him the seat, then why would you? You know? Yo, it's going good. Thank you, Nathan. Hope you're doing good as well. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you, Oscar. Hope you're doing good as well. Been a massive fan since 2022. Ah, cheers, man. Appreciate that. Yo, how are you doing, XPO? Welcome in, buddy. Right. What tracks for today? What tracks for today? I'm thinking, of course, we're going to have Zambor on at some point. How you doing, bud? Zeev, if I say your name correctly. We do Imola. Should I do no TC today? If you want to, mate. If you want. We can start on Imola. That could be fun. Yeah, but no pressure, you know. If you don't want to do it, then there's no point, like, forcing yourself to turn it off, you know? What Veloce story? Doing good? Yeah. I've seen some stuff about them on social media, but there's a lot of stories, so I'm not too sure, like, what one you specifically mean. Do we need an invite? No, you can just join. As long as there's a space in the lobby, then you're free to join. I'm doing good. Had the first recharge on 25 yesterday. Oh, nice. P9 to P1 in 2 laps. Cooking, mate. Congratulations. That's awesome. Do Spa? Yeah, let's do Spa. Actually, let's not do Belgium. Let's put Spa on instead. Bit of Austria. Bit of China. I like a bit of China. Abu Dhabi. Qatar could be cool. Brazil. Like a bit of Kota. Mexico. And then see what else we get up to later on. Belgium, Miami. Oh, Miami, no. I think, like, I don't mind Miami, but I think a lot of people don't like Miami. It's quite bad for open lobbies, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, how you doing? I'm doing good, thank you, buddy. Hope you're doing good as well. You're gonna be cooked? No worries. How are you? Doing good, thank you, buddy. Doing good, thank you, Fro. Hope you as well. Turns out the GT4 are a bit different to F1 cars. Yeah. Honestly, like, it's crazy. Like, it sounds like an obvious statement, I know, but it's crazy just how different the cars are. When you compare like GT4, GT3 to an F1, I find it easier to drive GT4s than I find it easier to drive GT3s from a driving style perspective. Just the car being a bit lighter helps me get used to it. Whereas when I'm trying to get used to like a GT3 car, it can be so difficult with the weight transfer, you know? Doing good? Lovely job. Glad to hear, man. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, well, oh, a B2. Well, I've got a bit of a hair sticking up. Man, it's been a long day. Where's my Imola setup? There we go. There it is. There it is. So, I'm now, like, starting a bit more of a better routine about, like, forcing myself to wake up sooner. Like, 6 a.m. kind of thing. And, like, the first day on this better routine, it's a long one. Aston Martin is kind of a boat, though. At least on AC. I've not tried it, to be honest. What is everyone's thoughts on AC Evo? Or Evo, or whatever it's called? Doing League Racing F125? I would like to. At the moment, it's a bit of a difficult situation because I don't have a team. So, like, practicing for, like, League Racing by myself or without an engineer while not doing it full time and also mixing with, like, content. How is that a League overtake? Mixing that with, like, content is basically near on impossible to be competitive. So I would love to do more League Racing, like WR, PSGL. But yeah, without being in a team, it's just quite difficult to get all the pieces in place, you know what I mean? Hard to drive? I wouldn't say that GT3s are hard to drive. I would say they're quite easy to drive, but really hard to extract lap time from. Because they're so... I don't know the right word. But because of, like, the traction control, the ABS, the weight transfer... It's fairly easy to jump in and drive a GT3. But to really nail a lap in a GT3 car and maximize it, man, that's tough. To learn all, like, the ABS... Instant 2-second penalty. Cheers, game. To learn all the ABS, traction control, weight transfer, curb usage. How's my day been? It's been good, thank you, buddy. I basically woke up at 6 a.m., had a sandwich for breakfast, filled up my water bottle, went out and did like 1,000 calories of cardio, came home. I was going to make a video, like doing a last to first around Zandvoort, driving as Max Verstappen. But then, to be honest, I got to like lap 6 on the medium compound tire. I was already like P4, and I was like, yeah, this video will not be that enjoyable. So quit doing that. I did some time trial on Zandvoort. I got within 2 tenths of the world record. I think it's actually 1.7 tenths, actually. Watched the F1, and now we're here. I never got a warning for that. Oh my god, this guy has a great name. Ryan Berger. Fantastic name. You need to not put the space between the command, the exclamation mark and command. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, but what's everyone else been up to today? Right, we'll save a bit of battery here. We're using it 25 TT time tail. What track, man? Oh my god, sorry, Burger. Just absolutely cataclysmically. That wasn't even a word. Anyway, I just smashed into the back of him. Top speed. Oh my god. couldn't quite get all of them. No cap. Netherlands? Ah, fair enough. Yeah, it's a difficult track. I always find Netherlands more enjoyable on, like, GP mode. When driving it on, like, TT mode with tire temps turned off, I just find it quite flat and unenjoyable. When I say flat, I mean, like, your car is just, like, constantly glued to the ground. It's really hard to, like, make up time properly. Did you try LMU? Not yet. I'm really interested by it. Also very interested about what the, like, potential LMU could be with, like, competitive racing. And how that would maybe look being in a team to do competitive racing. I think, yeah, I would like to do that kind of thing. Really good. Could be worth checking out. I need to, because I would play, like, LMU on triple screens. So I would need to readjust my fourth monitor. Because at the moment, my fourth monitor is set up for, like, editing. So I'll need to readjust my fourth monitor to be good with the, chat. Because at the moment, I use my second and third monitor to read chat. With, like, Twitch on the right, YouTube and TikTok on the left. And that wouldn't be possible, of course, if I'm playing triples. Yo, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Hope you had a good day. You should try matchmaking. It's a lot more cleaner. By cleaner, I mean matchmaking Finn. How do you mean matchmaking Finn? I'm gonna enter daily race. Nah, man. Good luck. Have fun. What's your horsey back setting? Depends. In game, they're just on my YouTube, my recent YouTube settings. So that would probably be a good reference to go to. On my Simucube, also my Simucube settings are there actually as well. Went gym for 2 hours after quality, a bit disappointing in result. For the gym result or for the quality result? Online races are clear. Ah, okay. You ready to help? Wow, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Her GT3s? Ah, fair enough. I think GT3s do make for some good racing. Because they're just generally very close on lap time potential. A bit easier to extract everything from. Yo, thanks for the heart, Ash. Appreciate you, bro. Do I remember you? I do remember Kevin. I don't know if you've changed your profile picture, though. So I recognize your username, but I don't recognize the profile picture. What's your favorite track? Of all time? Croft in the UK. What about your favorite track? Online races, you start with GT3 and you work your way up. Okay. Copy that. That's quite cool. Hey, if you say please, then I will change it to random, not realistic. But we got to have manners around here, you know what I'm saying? Please and thank yous go a long way. There we go. Lovely job, Leigh. See, with please and thank yous, a lot gets done. When's the next co-op? I don't really plan to do co-op. In that way again. Serious question, do you have milk in your tea? I don't actually drink tea anymore, to be honest. I stopped drinking tea at the start of the year. I used to have milk in my tea, of course, yeah. But yeah, I stopped drinking tea at the start of the year. What's the track where you struggle the most? On the F1 game, probably... let's see. I would say Bahrain, because it's very, like, stop-start, and my driving style is very flowy. Yeah. Being very aggressive, you hate how GT4 has become understeer. Ah, yeah, I see. But since I haven't tried... It tastes good. I think it tastes good. I like tea with milk more than without milk. I think, yeah, it's really nice. Especially with, like, the full fat milk. With the skimmed milk, it's not so good. But yeah, I like it. I think it's better. I don't really like this whole, like, sweet tea or what is it? Peach tea? I don't know what the right word is. But yeah. Tea with just normal milk, the British way. Banging. Gonna be out of today. In and out. No worries. Appreciate you tuning in regardless. Appreciate ya. If it's realistic, you should go into Alpine. It's on random now. Have you done a Zandvoort race today? I've done half of a Zandvoort race. What do you think about using angle and cockpit view? I like it. I think it's enjoyable. But for the F1 game, it feels very weird. If the cockpit camera feels very strange in this year's game. But it always has. Bugger. So yeah, I don't really like the cockpit. I also don't like getting jump starts. Oh, illegal overtake. Okay, well, that sorted itself out. I don't know if I should serve this drive-through on the first lap. Or at the end of the second lap. I think I might just go this lap to get rid of all the traffic. Yeah, Ferrari today. I remember you when you... Ah, cheers, buddy. Cheers, Lucas. Appreciate that, bro. Beep, beep, guys. I got a penalty to serve. How you just join? Put exclamation mark join in the chat. It will show you like an instruction. But long story short of it, just look for like my name on the F125 lobby search list. If it isn't there, it just means the lobby's full, basically. So once the lobby has a space, then you can join. Sorry, the command doesn't work on TikTok. At the moment, I don't think you can put commands on the TikTok. So it's only for Twitch, that command. Let's see if we get back to a top 10. Oh, they are not making it out of the next corner. Ha! Told ya! See you later. Is it worth turning off racing line? Personally, I don't have fun driving the racing line, but I know plenty of people who do. So genuinely, mate, I think it just comes down to, like, what you enjoy or what you won't enjoy. If you enjoy driving racing line, then I don't really think there's a need to turn it off. If you think you're going to enjoy the game more, then why not? Have you ever tried... Yeah, I've got, like, iRacing. I haven't played iRacing that much in the last few years, but I do enjoy it. I've been thinking about streaming it and making content on it again. But yeah, it's like... I do enjoy the F1 game series, to be fair. So, like, even if I'm just doing open lobbies like this, for me it's still a lot of fun. F1 multiplayer is just dirty. I think, yeah, on the general multiplayer. But in, like... Yeah, like a good custom race, then it's fine. Like here, like, of course you get here or there people ramming and being a bit dirty, but generally, like, the races are pretty good in the lobbies I do. Because, like, if you are dirty and you take people out and you just get kicked. Oh, this guy's going to send it. I can feel it. I actually might be cooked down the straight. Oh, I'm cooked. Watch the switchback, though. Well, we're definitely not getting a top 10. Rocking with the glasses. Cheers, buddy. I have the Asher Ultimate. You're getting kicked. Go with lobby restart. Maybe later, maybe later. I'm not too sure. I've got the Simucube Sport. I mean, he just straight line the final corner. But pit stopping, yeah, no, I agree. A little bit of rubbing's fine. I know, to be honest, a lot of them is like mistakes, you know, or sometimes can just happen. I think some people get too, like, overly aggressive about, like, small things. For me, like, when we're doing, like, open lobbies and this kind of thing, if someone does something deliberately, then I look at it like, okay, probably going to get kicked, because if you're doing something deliberately, then it's not too enjoyable. If it's a mistake, fair enough, you know. Trying to join? Lovely jubbly. No way you're getting 30 ads. Oh, an ad? Or... I think you can be ready for F1 online. Like, I don't think pace determines if you're ready. I think it's more about if you can race cleanly. You know what I mean? Like, there's always going to be people around your pace. Sometimes you can win a race, maybe not in some situation. But yeah, like it's not about pace if you're ready or not. In my opinion, at least. I mean, weather's been cooking, to be fair. Weather has been cooking. How long are you doing open lobbies for? Probably about another hour and a half, probably, roughly. It's pouring it down. Man, I want to go back out biking tomorrow, but I want it to like throw it down with rain, because like trails are like so much more enjoyable like that. Like trails are either fantastic like when they're hot and like the ground is really solid, or in the rain. On the calendar, I think Zandvoort is there at some point, or we can add it. Time for you to watch Race Tech. What's Race Tech? Why'd you get kicked? Because you straight line the final corner, my friend. Like I said, if people do stuff by mistake, it's okay. It can happen. But when people start doing that stuff on purpose, then it's not the cleanest thing, you know? EOR Race Tech? Man, I still have no idea what that is. What's EOR? I don't want to be offending anyone. I don't mean to if I am, but I have no idea what it is. Talking a prize pool? What's the prize pool? Could be time to race. Oh, 700 of P1 in the champ. Cooking. Oh my god. I got a feeling we're gonna get punted. Oh, we didn't. How many races have already done, Will? Yo, Mason, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Or Mason, if I say your name correctly. If I don't, please feel free to correct me. And I can try to improve. My best, anyway. Or do my best to improve, I should say. You did, sir? Lovely. Glad to hear, man. Hope you had a good day. Yo, what's up? The sky, bud. Man, all good, buddy. How are you? Hope all good. What's the command? It should work. Or it should be something very similar to that. But either way, you just have to search my name in the lobby search list. And when there's a space in the lobby, it will show up. When the lobby's full, like, my name won't show up in that situation. And then the clown got swamped. I might have caused that. But equally, let's ignore that I might have caused that. I thought I would have been able to get clear of the McLaren. And I might have just moved very aggressively in the braking zone. Whoops. In a mix-up lead? Ah, nice. Good luck for your race, buddy. Let me know how it goes. Oh, I thought he was going to play DRS games then. Alright, let's see if we can catch it 2 seconds. Yo, how you doing, Kane? Second in before your league race? Ah, good luck, man. What track you on? That's a pretty cool tournament, to be fair. Maybe we can get DRS. Yeah, we'll get DRS. Lamar. Ah, cool. A ultimate car or a GT3? BMW specifically? Nice. How long is the race? But it might be raining. Cool. That's also pretty cool that you don't know yet if it will rain. I always prefer races like that where you don't know if it's going to rain beforehand. So when you need to adapt in the moment. I generally feel like sim racing rain is pretty easy if you know it beforehand, you know? Like, if you have time to prepare for the rain, it's pretty easy. It's still not, like, super easy, but it takes a lot of that challenge away. How do you find a good league? I think the most good leagues come down to, like, two things, and that is WR and PSGL, probably. Even then, they still have their things to improve. But generally, yeah, like, I'd say if you're looking for, like, racing standards, etc., those are two to go to. How do you join the lobby? Just search for Brendon Leigh, like, in the normal, like, F125 lobby search list. My name will pop up if there's a space in the lobby, but if there isn't a space in the lobby, then my name won't pop up. And then, if you're watching the stream, you can see when someone leaves at the bottom of the screen, you know? So then you can, like, refresh and hopefully get a space. I have done a video on that, yeah. Is that Radeon time, you see? I feel like there's a reference to something that I'm not quite getting. The guy really asked? Yeah, he did. Search by name? Unfortunately not. F1 haven't made that feature a thing yet. It would be cool if they did, though. It would be much better if they did, in fact. Or P4? Nice. Yo, how you doing, Grizzly Bear? Hope you had a good day, man. I don't have a test one to trial, no. The reason I don't is just mainly because I want to keep it fair for people who've already bought it, you know? Like, I didn't do it at the start of the game cycle. So then I think it would be a bit unfair if I suddenly started doing it now. After, like, already people have purchased it from earlier in the year, if you know what I mean. Been alright? Yeah, lovely jubbly. Mine's been good as well, thank you. Can you join? Of course you can join, buddy. Of course you can. What are you selling? I sell my setups on F1 and coaching service. So as you're on TikTok, you can see it on my page bio. Like a link to my website, and then basically I sell the setups that I drive and also do for coaching on the game as well. Take my word for it, the setups are there. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate that. How did you join F1 Esports? Basically, it's not really like a simple answer to that. To try and simplify it, you drive in high level leagues and get recognized by teams, and you either get put on like a driver dev role, like a driver development role for setups and strategy, or you get immediately put to the main team for racing in the series. That's a really shortened answer, but generally it's a bit of a multi-year process of getting into a team, the team trusting you, building you up. You know what I mean? But Brendan Leigh to win the just £50. Wait, what? Have I missed something? Is he paying you? I am indeed, actually. How long does it train for? F1 sim racing, quite a lot of time. Quite a lot of time. It depends on your starting place, you know. If you've already got like a history in sim racing, maybe it's a year, 2 years. But if you're completely new, can be something like 4, maybe more. We just raced in Spa. We did, yeah. But I was making a joke buyout for you today. Oh, I see, I see. I need to remember where my Austria setup is. I have too many setups saved. So occasionally I get lost in the page. How to not be slow? Depends where you want to improve, my friend. I think if you want to improve... Yeah, let me know where you want to improve, if you want to improve. Let me know where you want to improve, and then I can give more, like, specialized advice to that subject, rather than a generalization. Yeah, doing my practice. Aha, mate. Happy to hear that the video is helping. Practices. So when you say practices, I'm guessing you're referring to like doing league racing, no? Is Austria the Red Bull Ring? It is indeed, yeah. What's the nasty track? Street Race Monaco, maybe. Nasty street track? I would say that the hardest street track is with Monaco and Jeddah. But Jeddah is really a strange one. Because it is a street track, but it's more like a normal track with no runoff area, you know what I mean? From how high speed it is. Not gonna lie, if it rains in F1, I'm toast. Yeah, it's quite difficult sometimes to adjust to the grip, you know? What's popping? All good, man. Hope you're doing good as well. Oh, he left me to space. Cheers, Max. Oop. I love Jeddah and Qatar. I'm not gonna lie. Jeddah is not my favorite track on the F1 game. Because the way that you extract the lap time on this sort of years of games on like 24 and 25 is a lot by like wheel flicking and stuff like that. And for me, it makes the car feel a bit unpredictable and not really that fun to drive. Like, Jeddah... I think Jeddah was so good on, like, a game where wheel flicking wasn't a thing. Like, F1 2021, with modern Jeddah curbs, chef kiss. That would be beautiful. The way that the car's handled, unreal. We're doing an EOR. To be honest, mate, I didn't even know what EOR was until about half an hour ago, when Will told me what was happening. I might do later. Depends when it's finishing. Yeah, I heard that from Will. Yo, buddy. How you doing, Hates? No worries, no worries. Rumors floating around equal cards. Yeah, I've heard about that. I think it's kind of in this position that... apparently, because I've not tested it, you know... apparently the cards are capable of doing the same lap time potential, but they achieve it slightly differently, like weight distribution and ride height characteristics. So, either way, it's unacceptable that they claim, if it is true, that it's claimed to be equal cars, but it's not actually equal cars, you know? And... yeah, it's rather rubbish, if it is true, to be honest. Yo, man, you thanks much for the Twitch Prime, my guy. Thank you very much. Tell you what, we're going to try and get this race win for you right now. Sorry, Richard. It's time to lock in. See you later. Equal performance on in this lobby, yeah. Oh, big snap of oversteer, very aggressive on the downshift. Try not to pick up an insta-pen there. Still got fastest lap, lovely. For me, learning from the saying and slowing fast out. Yeah, that's always a good thing. Like, slowing fast out is always a good generalization to use. How do you handle dirty drivers? Some lobbies are so toxic. I kick them. Like, if someone takes me out, I live by the rule of an eye for an eye. So I make sure to take them out harder. Or I kick them. One of the two. No, they're blue light glasses. So, like, they're just there to, like, block the blue light, what you see from coming from, like, the screen. You can see it maybe a little bit here. It doesn't really show because it's not showing blue light from the camera. But, yeah, it's just there to block blue light from the screen to not toast my eyes, basically. Hi, a bit bored. I'm Brendon. Bored. Love your streams and subs. What's me? Tried for a bit. Ah, lovely, man. Happy to hear that you enjoy the streams. That means a lot, and that the setups are working as well. Glad to see, buddy. Thank you very much. Can't watch them every time, so you got... Ah, okay, mate, okay. That makes sense, though. Still appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Do you think having a Formula type will... No, I mean, to be honest, Kyle, I think the shape of the wheel does not change a lot. As, like, if you're in a GT style rig, actually, no, in general, like, the reason I have, like, a Formula style rig is so then the top of the wheel doesn't block the screen. But apart from that, I think there's no difference. Because it's all about, like, the wheel width, you know? Like, as long as the width are there, it's fine. I don't play any F124 anymore, unfortunately, buddy. They said cars have different tire wear. No, I don't believe that for a second. I think that's too user dependent to prove and too hard to prove. I think there's not really a controlled test environment that's fair. To, like, you know, I mean, prove unequal tire wear. Got my first win at Silverstone using the V4 set. Ah, let's go, man. Let's go. Cooking up. My PB 25. Mate, that's rapid, to be fair. That is rapid. Well done to you. Congratulations. Congratulations, my friend. How much does your entire setup cost? Do you mean my setup packs, what I sell, or like my sim rig? Because my wheels screen's above my wheel. Ah, okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I have mine like basically level. G what's a G9? Oh, G29. I think it's good. I think there's other alternatives you can get for around the same budget. But if you're looking for something to be consistent and to work every single time you plug it on, I think it's a good wheel. I think it gets overly hated. And like I say, I think if you're just looking for something to plug and play, it's a really good wheel, my friend. Pedals are bad. Yeah, if you remove the rubber block, then the pedals are much better. Don't your sister elite. Nice. Let's go, Carl. Happy that the videos were helpful for you, man. We're shredding at the moment. Do you ever find people online faster than you? If I'm racing like with other league racers and like other F1 esports drivers, then yeah, it can be quite challenging, or close or whatever. But I mean, I'm quite fortunate, you know, like because I've been playing the game or this game series anyway, professionally for so many years as my full-time job. So I don't really. I think it's quite unfair to like compare like a lot of people in online lobbies. You know what I mean? Oh, Jensen got in. I just left. Unlucky. That's unlucky, to be fair. Right, we've got quite dead tires. So let's see if we can cook up fastest lap on the final lap. How's life after retirement? It's good, man. Enjoying life. Yeah, enjoying life a lot. Got third in Spa. Nice, man. That's cooking, to be fair. Good stuff. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get fastest lap. 2 dead tires, not enough battery. They're going to miss out by 2-3 tenths. Still, a nice little 8-second gap. I'll take it. Thank you for the rose, buddy. Much appreciated. Appreciate ya. Yeah, again, no one can jive. Oh, thank you for the GGs as well. Cheers, buddy. Much appreciated. P2, cooking. I don't know if I'm going to do a lobby reset. Generally, I like just to keep the flow of the lobbies going. Or should I focus as a beginner? To be honest, mate, having fun. Focus to be consistent. Don't worry too much about lap times to start with. But yeah, just have fun. Grow with the game. Grow with the situation. And don't overstress yourself on little details. You know what I mean? I think that's the best way to go forward. At least in my opinion. Supposed to buy when you got a G29. Depends on your budget, mate. Depends on your budget. What kind of budget have you got? Then I can maybe recommend you one. Definitely do not do a lobby restart. I think you might have got in the lobby then, though. Might be time to do a lobby restart. Are you on console as well? With 600 to 800, what I would recommend is waiting until Black Friday. And then when Black Friday sales are on, absolutely rinse it. And get like a top level. If you're on console, this is. Get like a top level Moser or Fanatec gear. That's what I would do. What do I think about Moser? I haven't really tried them, to be honest. From what I've heard, they're quite good. But again, I haven't tried them myself, so it's hard to know exactly. Right, do you want to know what it is? Course on F1 VR. Great for fun, but not optimal for lap time, I think. What do you guys think about VR? Would you be able to give me ideas for Spa? How so? Like, how so? Like, I don't fully understand the question. I probably should have defended the inside. Oh no, my drink! Oh no, that's a disaster. My drink spilled everywhere because it got caught on the wire. I'm gonna have to clean it up after this race. Alright. Karma. Oh, that's a shame. R9, no problems with escape. Oh, nice. Yeah, chat, I'm going to do this as like the last race, and then I'm going to head off after because I need to clean up the mess I just made with spilling that drink. Was far from ideal on both sides. One, for spilling a drink, and second of all, for making a mess. This will be the last one, yeah. Would I come back on today? Not today. Probably tomorrow, buddy. Probably tomorrow's. Any tips for learning no traction control? I think with learning no traction control, I think the most like common bit of advice is just to be smooth on the throttle. But I think what's really important in these kind of things is just to be patient. Because it is one of those situations that is super easy to spin or make mistakes in that way. So if you can just be super patient, wait for the car to be in a straight line for corner exits, then really gradually get back to the power. Accept that sometimes you're going to make mistakes, I think is a good way to learn no track control. And let it come to you, you know. It is going to be difficult. You are going to have snaps of oversteer. Probably will spin sometimes along the way. But yeah, just trust the process, trust yourself, and yeah, it will come to you in good time, my friend, I'm sure. Worries, man, no worries. Right. I need to do one thing with getting rid of someone for spamming chat before we end the stream. But yeah, no, I appreciate everyone coming in to hang. It was a lot of fun. Oh my god, I got complete headset hair. You purposely were spamming chat. See you later. That's a third. What the flip? Nice one, buddy. Managing battery. Again, that's just about discipline. I've got a YouTube video about that if you want to see that as well. We can go more into details about like everything that goes on with the battery. But yeah, I think managing battery is a lot about discipline and not just over spamming it too early and letting the race gradually come. And yeah, just going through a good mental process with the battery. We'll do Vince. We'll get Vince.
I think there is a formation lap as well, chat. There is a formation lap as well.
Ooh, he's improved his streaming setup. So everyone, I'm going to head off ASAP to clean up the mess I've made by spilling my drink. Because that floor is very wet and that is not very nice. But yeah, appreciate everyone tuning in. I plan to be live. I probably will do a watch long actually for WOR tomorrow if they are racing. If not, we'll do another stream. Yeah, we'll either do like open lobbies again or clear mode, possibly iRacing. We'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, appreciate everyone tuning in. Hopefully everyone has a fantastic Saturday evening. Also to watch the race tomorrow. Hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it's a cracker. And yeah, grazie ragazzi everyone. I'll catch you later. Ciao ciao. Bye bye.